Hi, amazing people. Welcome to another Bloom episode. For anyone that has not tuned in yet, my name is Zakia Lott, and I'm the host here at this platform on Bloom. I am so excited to reintroduce you all to our next guest, Stephanie. She's been on our show before, and this was the number one requested video, so we have to give the people what they want. So, here at Bloom, we have a whole bunch of inspiring stories and interviews that we do surrounded on the principle of health and wellness. So we talk about beauty, confidence, self-love, all things centered around empowering women. And our next guest is an entrepreneur, and she totally embodies the true essence of Bloom and just empowering women and making them feel and look their best. Stephanie has over 16 years of experience in cosmetology, and she's also an entrepreneur, and she's been on her own in business for the past 3+ years, helping many, many people in Dover, Delaware. And I am so blessed to have her on, and let's bring her out.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Stephanie. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Very blessed.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The last time we had you on, you showed us how to get our faces and essence ready for, interviews and things like that. And now we're back, and people was hoping that you would come back, I should say, to do a lash tutorial and show us how to get glammed up. And before we get started, I just wanted to welcome all of our guests. I see Deep Like Newton is here. I see Kim's here, Shannon's here, and a few other ones. So, Shannon says she's excited to see you. This is amazing. So, obviously, with the pandemic, a lot of us have been, stuck in the house and not necessarily been able to get out and get, socialized. And a lot of us have had our vaccines, and I'm sure that we can all agree that we're ready to get back to a somewhat normal life. Definitely. What do you think, Stephanie?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I was just telling my husband, I said, we were invited to our kids were invited to a kid's birthday party. And I was like, I'm excited to go because I just want to get out the house. Like a kid's birthday party sounds fun to me right now. Like
I know. This has been very challenging, just to say, but I'm so excited to have you here. And I'm so excited that things seem like they're moving forward. And I just want to wish, before we also begin, I want to wish all the mothers a happy belated Mother's Day. I know we all had Mother's Day yesterday. And so another reason why this topic is so important in this live tutorial that you're about to do for us today is so we can pour back into ourselves, because I think beauty, makeup, hair, care, all the things that you embody in your business, it's all about us pouring back into ourselves and, giving ourselves some self-love. So, did you want to add anything to your intro or anything like that I may have left out?
No, I think you pretty much covered it all. Like, we can definitely just jump right into it if you're ready.
Well, let's jump into it. Okay, so this is Stephanie's before look. Beautiful, glowy skin. Skincare is obviously very important. But we're going to go ahead and let you get started and do your makeup. And then I'm sure we'll have some questions for you as you get started. So Stephanie's going to give us a date night look, and then with lashes as well. So
absolutely. Okay. This is by far probably one of my best ways to do my makeup. Because when you're doing date night makeup, you could do a little more extra, it's night. Yeah. You can do a little smokier eye than you normally do. I mean, I just love this style of makeup. So, of course, you guys just know, you got to moisturize your skin first. So make sure you do that. Prep your skin. Great skin is the foundation for great makeup. So, yeah. Great skin is first and foremost. So I used to have terrible skin when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I've learned better how to take care of my skin. So it's so much better. And then you can use a lot less makeup and have because your skin is good. So, and honestly, the less makeup you can use to achieve a look, the better it actually looks. So for this look, we're going to do some eyeshadow primer. Because that's going to make our eyeshadow stick on better and also show up better, especially if you have brown skin like mine. certain colors, aren't going to show up as good on our skin. So you just want to prime a little bit first. So I'm just going to put a little bit of primer on my eyelids first. That's the first step I always do.
So this is something that I definitely need to start doing, because I know when you use the primer, it prevents your, the the eyeshadow from coming onto your face and things like that, right? Because it kind of keeps everything intact.
It does. It keeps it from creasing too. Like if you have like, a little bit of a hood right there or on your eyes, or especially if you have like maybe a little bit of, fat right here, like on your eyelids. It also helps from that creasing as much. Like when you close your eyes, it still looks, good.
Yeah. So Kim asked, do you have any tips for how to prep the skin for someone who has oily skin type?
Yes. If you have oily skin, then you might make sure you're using the proper moisturizer still, maybe an oil-free moisturizer. But oily skin, I know sometimes people just are like afraid to moisturize. Still moisturize your skin, but just use oil-free. And then you can use a primer as well, and that'll help absorb, oils that might come throughout the day if you prime first.
Okay. That's a great tip. Do you remember the first time that you actually wore makeup?
Wow. Probably high school. Like I started dipping and dabbing into it. Maybe like 11th grade-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was in high school, my cousins came to live with us, and my older cousin, she was like in 12th grade, and I was probably like in 7th grade. So she started wearing makeup and everything. And so I put on some of her lipstick, and it was like a dark burgundy. And I tried to wait for the bus and act, hopefully my mother wouldn't see me. And so she walked in there as we were getting ready to leave, and she didn't even say anything. She just walked right back out the room and came back with some tissue and just wiped it all over my lips. Like, take that off. But I tried, though. But then I fell in love with makeup afterwards, after I, joined the military.
Yes, I've always been a girly girl anyway. So anything like super girly and, I've just always been into it. So.
Yeah. Okay. So do you normally do your eyebrows? Is that normally like one of your first steps that you do?
Yes, I prime my eyes first, and then I go into brows, because I kind of let the primer. I like the primer to dry a little bit before I start on my eyeshadow. So I always put on my eyeshadow primer, then I go to my eyebrows. So that's the next thing I do.
Okay.
Yep. So
love it. So I know we talked about, so last time you were here, you were doing more so like a daytime makeup tutorial, and now you're doing evening. Are there certain like colors and tones that you normally gravitate to, if you're going out in the evening versus during the daytime, or what would you say?
Yes. When I'm going out at night, I gravitate towards more like darker colors, moodier colors, like more purples. I might use more like, I might even use like a little black sometimes, like around my eye. Whereas during the day, I don't really do that. I use a lot more like nude tones during the day. With what I do, it really allows for me to kind of be as dramatic as I want anytime. But I also just sometimes you just don't feel like looking like super loud either during the day. So
yeah, no, I totally get it.
I have my days like when I'm like, I don't care and I'll still do it. But, for the most part, that's kind of like how I am. Like I try to like use more nudes during the day. And, I use like the purples, like a lot of glitter, like glitter at night, sparkles, stuff like that.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we have another question. Debbie says, hello, Miss Stephanie. Wanted to know, Wanted to know what you cleanse combination skin with. Also, what do you suggest for a moisturizer as well? Please and thanks.
So when you say combination skin, do you lean more like oily or do you lean more dry? Because combination, most people are kind of like combination, that's kind of like normal skin. So you probably, if you consider yourself combination, you probably could just use normal skincare unless you have like a lot of breakouts, then maybe you should lean towards something that's like for acne prone skin. But if it's regular combination, then you should probably be able to use normal skincare. One of my favorite skincare products that I've been using for years is called, it's a brand called First Aid Beauty. Have you guys heard of that?
First Aid Beauty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where do you get that one from?
I get that from Ulta. And
okay.
I think they also have it at Sephora.
Okay.
But it works very, very good for my skin. And my skin, it's actually geared towards people with sensitive skin, and my skin does tend to be a little on the sensitive side too. So it really works well for my skin.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I have acne prone skin, so I have to make sure that I don't have anything with lots of perfumes.
You should definitely try that line. It's good.
Okay.
And they have a normal skin. They have a normal skin, like was it like skincare, like I'm like stuttering over my words. Like the skin, like the wash, and they have the acne prone one as well. So like the red line is like their acne prone line, and then they have like this light blue line that's just for the normal skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to also ask you, what are some of like the biggest misconceptions with makeup, I should say? Like, I know sometimes people say like women only wear makeup to cover up imperfections and things like that. But like, what do you really think is like the real purpose behind makeup, and how should we best use it?
Makeup is I think it's obviously to enhance our beauty. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious, but I also think that it's just to have fun with. Like, I mean, I think people take things so seriously, and I don't like that. Like, I mean, I don't see it any different as like putting on like your favorite outfit, like, or dressing, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that it's fun. It's beautiful. Like, it doesn't mean that you have low self-esteem because you wear it. Like, it's just, it's just a fun way to play up our best features, have fun, look a little different, and, just another way to me to enjoy life. Like, I don't see it any different than that.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree. I think, like you said, I think makeup is like an accessory, just as like your clothes are, and it's an extension of the story that you want to tell about yourself, without having to use the verbal cues. Just allowing people to just see you and read you, and have an experience, when they're around you. So
exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Your eyebrows, when you do them, they always look perfect. I love it. And it's so full, too.
Thank you. Eyebrows are sometimes kind of hard to master, but if you follow the shape of your natural brow, it's so much better. And like, again, like do as little as possible, like, meaning shape your eyebrows first with a razor or waxing, however you decide to shape them. And then that makes it such that when you do, fill them in, it's a little work. That's only a little bit of work that needs to be done.
Okay.
So pre-shape them, and it makes it so much easier. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking a little concealer and I'm just cleaning up underneath. So that just kind of like makes the brow pop out a little more, and just gives it just a more defined look. Especially, for the evening, you kind of want those features to pop a little bit. So just kind of cleaning up underneath a little.
I love it. I love it. So while you're doing that, I wanted to show everyone some beauty trends that I've noticed over the course of the last year.
Mm-hmm.
So people are starting to do all different types of looks and getting very creative with it. I've seen the gloss look, the winged. What is that? The wing? Is that called like a wing with an eyeliner?
Mm-hmm.
I love that too.
I do.
There's so many different things that you can do. And I don't even know, I've seen, especially this first image with the woman with the nude lip, but how are you making that gloss appearance on your eyelids? I would assume that this is probably a look that you would go for like during the day or maybe evening too, right? I mean, I guess probably.
Yeah, especially like in a summertime evening look, that would be really pretty.
Yeah. So there's so many different things that you can do. And it's like Stephanie and I we're talking, you can use makeup and just get as creative as you want to. I mean, use your face like a canvas.
Absolutely.
To express yourself. So you are the artist.
You can use products like for in untraditional ways. Like for example, those like her eyebrow or her eyes looking like glossy like that. You can like use like a lip gloss or something to do that, because they make I think liquid eyeshadow sometimes, and I've tried that before too. But even if you don't have that, like you can put like a little gloss on your eyelid to create that look. I mean, you literally can use anything to do whatever you want with it. If it works, it works. That's why makeup is an art. You know what I mean? You can just use whatever works for whatever.
I love that.
Yeah, there's no rule.
Initially, I was thinking Vaseline, but I didn't think about that. You could use lip gloss too.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. And here's a couple of more, a few more options. This one has like the one to the right has more of like a rainbow effect. I guess that's probably more like an advanced level when you're doing makeup and things like that too. But I thought that was a pretty one to add, just in case, summertime is coming up. If you want to be a little bit more creative and learn how to like just, add some different colors and mix different colors that you wouldn't normally combine together, that's a good option. The first look, she has a full brow, which is more of a cleaner look, but I think it's equally as beautiful as well. So those are just a few other options in case you want to experiment, practice at home and things like that. And of course, we always love a bold, like burgundy lip. I mean, I think that's just like so super sexy. That's definitely one of my favorites. So some all great options.
Yep.
So do you have like a favorite brush set that you normally use? I started out using brushes and I need to like go back to it, but normally these days I've been using my fingers. I mean, you guys let me know in the chat. When you're applying your makeup, are you using your fingers or are you using brushes? I know the expert, Stephanie, will definitely recommend using a brush, but I'm just curious on what everyone else is doing now.
Actually, it's really whatever works for you.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not a big hands person, simply because like I feel like my hands are always dirty. You know what I mean? Or like not dirty, but you know what I mean? Like there's always something else on them, so I'm like, I just don't like touching my face with my hands a lot. They're never clean. It's hard enough to keep clear skin as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm just always so like I don't really want to touch my face directly when I'm doing my makeup, you know? So I try to stick with brushes and sponges. What I started doing though lately is like using more sponges, especially for my foundation, because I feel like it covers better for one, and then I feel like it covers better and it just looks more like less streaky. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't it just like, you know, you just like are patting it in to the skin.
Okay.
I like sponges and brushes.
Now, are you supposed to like wet your sponge first before you use it, or?
So you can. I don't, because I don't want to. I guess if I was going for more of a dewy look, usually maybe I would, but I'm usually looking for my makeup to last for like a really long time. So I don't want to start off dewy. I kind of want to start off matte, and then if it gets a little dewy, like in the middle of the day, I'm fine with that. But I don't want to start off that way because I feel like it'll look way too greasy.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
So that's probably something to consider for anyone who has oily skin.
Just
maybe not.
Matte. Yeah, do matte because as much as I love like a dewy look, I just don't feel confident starting off with it because I'm like, no, it's gonna look crazy like in a couple hours. So yeah.
No, I can understand that. So Kim said you use the sponge. Okay. So that's obviously a great option. D Black Newton said she's doing the wash fingers just like me, but I may have to graduate, Debbie, and get the sponge and try that out.
Yes. So
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go right ahead.
I was just gonna show you guys that how I do like my eyeshadow for date night. After this, after I'm done my brows, I usually go straight into my eyeshadow.
Okay.
So let me see. So I usually like to set under my brow a little bit with a little setting powder. So I usually just put that like right up under the brow. And I have this really fun palette that I'm going to use for date night with these kinds of colors in it.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Look at all the purple. That's so pretty.
Yes, this is one of my favorite date night palettes. So, and like, yeah, you can just have fun with this. So it's an evening look. So you don't have to like be super conservative. You're not going to work. You're about to have fun. You're about to go out. You're about to put on a cute dress or something. So I would probably go into like, as a crease color, I would probably go into like a pink, maybe something like along these, like something romantic looking, you know?
I'm here for it. Ooh, it's going bold. I love it.
So I'm going to go into this pink and then just brush that right above the crease a little bit.
And I think we're going to need details too when you finish on the color palette and find out where you got that from.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks so good. So, you know, with this past year and, you know, everything, all the added responsibility that a lot of us have had, I think that I'm definitely looking forward to stepping even more so out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And even with like makeup, I mean, like the color palette that you have there, I need that in my life. And I think that other people can agree. Like, I want to start getting into the purples because you just don't understand, or people, you know, sometimes we just don't know what colors may seem out of our comfort zone, but they make our eye color pop even more,
Yeah.
or, you know?
Yes. One of my favorite colors to wear around my eyes is green. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Like, or teal, like greenish blue, something like that. I love how that looks. It's so pretty.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. You know, one thing that I feel like that was a thing before that I seem like is maybe coming back into trend is color mascara. How do you feel about that?
I used to wear it. I haven't worn it recently because I guess I'm big into lashes. I just put on lashes and I'm fine.
Okay.
I used to wear, I've worn color mascara in the past and I liked it. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what I would do next after brushing the pink above my crease is probably deepen it a little bit. And I would probably deepen it with maybe something a little darker, like maybe like a purple or something down here. So I'm gonna put that just right kind of underneath.
Okay, so you're creating almost like a layered effect. Shannon asked a question. She said, "Do you care if the setting powder is perfectly under there, or does it not matter?"
Perfectly under the brow. Is that what she's asking?
Is that what you're referring to, Shannon? She said yes, underneath the brow.
Just as close up under the brow as possible, because I don't take my eyeshadow all the way up to the brow. You know, I kind of like to be a little space there. So I just put a little setting powder right underneath of it, just so that that concealer has something setting it, and it doesn't start looking like greasy before the rest of the eyeshadow looks. I don't know. Does that make sense?
That does make sense, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's so funny that you mentioned you don't put your eyeshadow all the way up to your brow. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some people do that on Instagram, and to me, it just doesn't look good.
Yeah,
looks too much each his own, but I like when you have that little bit of separation.
Me too.
Underneath the arch of your brow.
I do,
especially when you're going bold, like this. That looks beautiful.
After I do that, I would probably do a lid color. And for your lid, you're going to want to switch brushes, especially if you want the pigment to stay. So I'm going to switch to like a flat brush. Kind of looks like that.
Okay. That one I would imagine is good for packing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I use it for my lid, and then it's also easy. It's also good to shape your lid with it, because you can literally like draw the shape you want your lid to have. You know what I mean? Right there. So it's good to have that flat brush so that you can get a little more detailed with how you want to, carve out that lid shape. So for the lid color, I'm just gonna kind of stay with the pink and purple theme, I guess, but I'm gonna use like a little bit of shimmer. So probably something like this has a little bit of shimmer to it, right there. Sorry.
Okay.
Right there.
That one there. Got it. Okay.
So
Debbie says she loves a smoky eye. Yes, smoky eyes are sexy, and we're bringing sexy back, so we can incorporate that into our new routine too. I love that. Okay, I can definitely see how it's starting to really pop. It's looking so good.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a rule of thumb when it comes to if you're doing a bold eye, do you do more of a nude lip, or does it? It's like there's certain rules. Are they those still in place, or just does it just depend on how you're feeling for the day?
I just feel like there is no rules. Like, I think that you do what makes you feel good. I do
Yeah.
believe there used to be a rule like where dark eyes, light lip, or dark lip, light eyes, or whatever. But I've done both sometimes, and I feel good about it. And then I'm not gonna lie. There's been times when I've done my makeup, and I was like, this did not really come out
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Like or I tried like a color combination on my eyes, and I'm just like, but then I'm like, I don't have time to change it, so it's gonna have to work for today, you know. But
Yeah. That's
but
okay though. I mean, I think that's also about like learning yourself and like learning what works. You know, we
absolutely,
do that in every aspect of our lives. You know, we just kind of experiment and just tweak things like as we go.
absolutely, absolutely. So no doubt, like I've done my makeup before and been like, this isn't my favorite look, but it's cool.
Now,
But
when you do nail your favorite look, do you take like a photo or something so you can remember, or you just automatically remember in your head?
no, not really. Like, one of my favorite looks now, to be honest with you, I mean, I don't think I like summer makeup is like, all right. I feel like summer makeup, I feel like I look the best. I look the most, I think I look the most beautiful in the summer because I get really tan, and then I love the style of makeup, like just the glowy, bronzy, nude look in the summertime. Like that makeup, I love. Like, and I feel like I look the best with it. As
Mm.
opposed to winter makeup, I feel like or winter or nighttime makeup, I feel like it's more fun to do, like color wise and stuff. But I also feel like it's a little scarier looking, like sometimes. So,
Yeah,
you
I
know
can
what
see
I
that.
mean?
It can feel a little dark,
Yeah, exactly. So
intense.
I don't
Yeah.
necessarily think I look the best with that style, but I still have fun with it and I enjoy doing it. I do feel like I like how I look the best though when I do like nudes, um, and just like bronzy looks, if that makes sense.
No, I love a good bronze look too, and I
Yeah,
love how they also have like I know you have like you could do bronzers for the face like you do all the time too, but then they also have like the bronzing lotions and creams and stuff that you can put on your neck and your
yeah,
cleavage area. I mean, come on, ladies, we about to turn it up.
yes. I wanted to try. Kim Kardashian has this body foundation. I wanted
Mm.
to try that this summer. I was like, I'm getting some of that. Like, you know,
Yes.
like when you go to the beach, like if you're going out or if you're like on vacation or something and you're like going to be on the beach or you're just going to be in a bathing suit a lot and you want like all of your skin to look the same color, you know, and like, as
Yeah.
brown people, like we have like different colors of skin and different parts of our body and hyperpigmentation and all that. And I feel like that body foundation is probably like everything. Like I want to try it.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I gotta check that out too.
So after that, I would probably do one more step with my eyes and like just do like pull my outer corners out a little bit just to make it look a little smokier. And then we will be done with, well, we'll do eyeliner and eyelashes and then we'll be done with the eyes. So
Okay.
just gonna add a little more dark purple like to my outer corner.
Tracy's in the house. She said, I agree with Kim. I love a blended look. Hey, boo. Kim says, yeah. And Kim says, what do I have to say the compliment? She said, Kim, you're not boring. So she said, I'm so boring. I've had the same look, same four eyeshadows for years. But that's the reason why we're all here. I mean, I can show you my color palette too. And you guys know that I used to like always be into makeup. And I still do love makeup, but sometimes, you just kind of feel a little off. And I probably have about like 8 to 10 colors myself. And I don't think that's a lot. Like, I feel like I need more because they come in the same palette and they're more so like darker colors. Like, I want to get this one that Stephanie has that has like the richer, more vibrant colors. So we're all here to share information so we can all step outside of our perceived comfort zone. So we got you, Kim. We're in this together. Yeah, she said she's adding it to her vacay shopping list.
Yep.
That's awesome. It'll look great with those bathing suits you got. Okay, so I see what you're doing. And it looks like you're almost doing like a sideways V on the side too.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you're going to use a smaller brush to do this detail as well. You always want to make sure you have probably at least a good 3 like eyeshadow brushes. At least 3.
Okay.
With different, you want a fluffy one, a flat one, and then a more pointed one, a smaller one to get in those tight little spaces.
So far, I think we've seen you use 3 different colors thus far on your eyelid, right?
Yep. Well, okay. I think it was 1, 2. Actually, it was 4 because that last one, it was like a darker purple than we used before. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was actually this one that I just.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that you mentioned that too, because I think a lot of times when we think about smoky eye, we just think about like the dark charcoal colors or black, but you can do, like you said, yeah, but you're doing a smokier look with like a deep, rich purple, for example.
Yes, and this is actually one of my go-to eye color combinations. Like when I want to go out, have on a date night or just want a more fun look. This is like a go-to color combination for me, and. Okay. Like you said, a lot of times I'll just put on a nude lip with it and it's fine for just going to work, but then like if I want to make it more dramatic sometimes, and I might put on a dark, it just depends what kind of mood I'm in or like what the rest of my outfit looks like that day.
So. Okay.
So next, what we're going to do is just put a little eyeliner on. Let's see. So I'm just going to line my eyes and I'll just use black eyeliner for this. And I'm just going to put a line on top and on bottom.
Okay, so important step, line the eyes before you apply the lash.
Yep.
I bet you'll be trying that purple soon, Shannon, and I can't wait to see it on you.
Yes, I love purple.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. As I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I even wore purple eyeshadow before, but it just really looks great. So I'm gonna have to try this one.
And the cool thing about it is it's like you don't have to wait till like you have a purple outfit. Like just like you could have on all black and then just do this as your pop of color,
Oh yeah, that's true.
I actually think it's better that way. Like don't have on purple anywhere else on your outfit, but just make this like your standout point. So.
Yeah, because we don't have to just be all matchy all the time. There's certain hues and colors that pick up well with other colors. It just complements it so well. It's so funny though, when we talk about the power of makeup and how it can just transform the way you feel about yourself. Sometimes people make it so superficial, but I was literally before we came on, I was doing work, but I was sitting in sweats. I had my hair up in a ponytail and I'm like, okay, we're getting ready to do Bloom. I got to whip it together a little bit. And instantly just putting a little bit of time into myself to make myself just like, glam up a little bit, I just feel so much better. I just feel lighter. I feel happier.
Exactly.
And I mean, I think that's just one of the many powers of makeup, but it's essentially a form of self-care too.
It really is. It really, really is. The other day, I was actually off of work, and my husband decided he wanted to take me out as like an early Mother's Day gift. So I hadn't had any makeup on all day, but I did my makeup at like 3 o'clock in the evening, or 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. And he's always like, you don't have to do your makeup. I'm like, I'm doing my makeup. We're going out and I'm getting cute. Like there's no way I'm about to go out and not get cute. Like, I mean, like you said, it's just such a pick me up. Like, it's fun. It's fun to get dressed up,
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I was like, I'm doing my makeup. I don't care how late it is in the day. Doing it.
I've, mentioned this several times that self-care has been an area that I struggle with sometimes. Putting yourself at the top of your priority list. And ladies, if you're in the chat, let us know, if you've experienced the same thing. But I'm curious, if we all are still feeling like we still like got it all the time. Do you still feel like you're putting your best self forward? Do you feel like you still, you got that it factor that you had before you had children? I'm just so curious about that. But one of the things that I think we should do, like you said, like, okay, we're going out, you feel like putting on makeup and that's important to you. So you're going to put on some makeup so you feel good,
Exactly. I think we all have those moments where you're feeling like, oh my gosh, like, you just feel like mom, like you don't feel like anything else, and just life like just gets stressful,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like doing just things for yourself. I had to come to terms with that this year on myself as well, because I think I was like really stressed out towards the end of last year and early part of this year. So I had to really like, have that talk with myself, like, Steph, like you gotta just take your time off and do some things that you just enjoy doing for yourself.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I'm sure that's very challenging for you because I mean you have 3 children, right? 3 children. You're married and you're an entrepreneur and you have employees too. So that's a lot. And then of course you have yourself too. Like we cannot neglect to say that we have to like keep ourselves in the equation as people that we need to like care and love after. And so I can imagine that that's pretty challenging to like balance all those things. But, one of the things that I'm coming to grips with myself is it's like you're the one that's responsible for all of these, pieces to the puzzle. And if you're not pouring into yourself, then everything underneath of your umbrella is going to start to like dwindle and tarnish. And so, you can't give what you don't have. So we got to keep our cup full, ladies.
That's right. That is so true.
Kim said, I've had moments where putting on my face makes me feel really good about myself. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I just wanted to fill you guys in. Before I put on my foundation, I just put glue on the eyelashes. That's a really, really important detail because you want your eyelash glue to dry a little bit before you put on the lashes. So put those on, put the glue on, and then do your next couple of steps before you put them. I'm gonna put a little concealer here under my eyes.
Now the glue that you use, does it dry clear or do you have a preference?
I actually like the black glue better.
Okay.
The black eyelash glue. This is my favorite one. Duo.
Yep. Famous Duo.
I prefer the black. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I can see it better, and it dries black, and my eyeliner's already black. The lashes are black. So I feel like, I'm fine with the black. So this kind of blends in with my eyeliner. And I do this area too, because I feel like I get those. I think I told you guys on the last tutorial, like I get that.
I get that too. So you put concealer on your forehead and of course on your chin and then your nose too, because those considered like almost like your sunspots where the sun normally hits you, where you want to create more of like a glowy look. Okay.
Yes. You just kind of want to brighten those areas a little. Yes. Let's see.
Debbie really appreciates the tip about letting the lash glue dry. She said, "Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. That's what I was doing wrong."
It's a game changer. It's a game changer, let me tell you. It really is.
Okay, so now it looks like you're just blending it all in.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how you can use different shades of makeup and concealer to create like dimension on your face.
Exactly. That's all you're doing.
And lift in certain areas or, things like that. There's so many different things you can do. I'm loving this. So when you're getting ready for a date with your hubby, how long does it normally take you to like do this full look without, I know it's extended because, we're here, we're having a conversation, but like when you're at home, how long does it normally take?
Like I've been able, I'll probably do it in about, it used to take me a long time because I'd be like so slow and I'd be like trying to get it perfect, but probably about 30 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
I can do it. All the steps.
But you know what? I love that though, because if we put ourselves on our calendar, if we know that we need to leave at 6:30 for dinner, and we incorporate time into pouring into ourselves, like you can even create a space for yourself. Like, wherever you do your makeup, you can light a candle, you can put some, aromatherapy on, some music, and that's like your self-care moment just for yourself. So even if it's 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes that you're pouring into yourself before you leave the house, and engage with your spouse or anyone else for the day.
Exactly. Like I make sure I have time to do my makeup. I'm sorry, my makeup's getting done like every day. So the only time I don't, like I'll, on my days off, those are my days when I give my skin a break. So I won't do my makeup like if I'm just off or, but if I'm going into the salon, there's no way I'm going into the salon, my makeup's not done. That's a part of my brand. Like it's a part of my, it's a part of the whole vibe, so it's definitely getting done every day. So now I just put on like setting powder, baking powder basically, on the same spots that I did the concealer. And now it's a good time to put on your lashes. So if I can find my tweezers, let's see. Because they've sat long enough. So I can take. Sorry,
Shannon said you always look amazing in the salon.
Thank you, Shannon.
Let me tell you how great Stephanie is. Like when you find a great stylist, more than a stylist, because Stephanie specializes in natural hair care. So and that's so important to know that you're going to go somewhere and you're going to sit in someone's chair and they actually care about the health of your hair,
right?
More so than like how it's going to look. but she's so gifted in her art, in her artistic creativity way, where she knows how to make your hair look beautiful, but it feels amazing, and it's going to grow, and it's going to be nurtured all at the same time. And that's what 16 years of experience will do. But let me also caveat that by saying that Shannon lives in Washington, D.C. and travels with I think it's about a 3.5 hour drive to go see Stephanie like every 2 weeks to get her hair done, because she trusts her, and that's important. Okay, so you went ahead. You use tweezers to apply the lash. Ooh,
I just actually put these on with my fingers. I typically would, but I don't know. Maybe one of my kids moved my tweezers or something. I don't know.
That happens.
That's very possible. But yeah, I just popped them on with my fingers. Actually, I do usually use tweezers to put them on, but so yeah, like now that the glue is dry a little bit, it's so much easier to put them on. So you can just use or pinch them with your finger, and then just get a mirror. It's better if you have like a table mirror so that you can look down into it, and then just put them on.
Tracy said she loved when Stephanie did her hair too. Oh.
Aw. Thank you.
Okay, so it seems like the glue, and that's probably something that I was doing wrong too. The glue, you let the glue sit for probably at least 4 minutes.
Right.
And I can tell even through the video, like the alignment of your lash is like spot on. It's just right at like the base of your lash before it hits your skin. That looks so good.
Like you want it to be on your lash line, like as close to your lash line as possible. So it's not like, I mean, obviously you can tell that they're lashes, but you don't want it to be like, oh, like I can see her lash coming. You know,
or have it stuck on like the very bottom of your eyelid.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is serious business. I mean, my mother, she went on a date one time and she didn't apply her lashes properly, and so she was being all cute, and she had her glass and she was like batting her eyes at the guy across the table, and unbeknownst to her, her lash fell off in her wine glass.
Wow.
During the date. So we got to make sure we get this glue on.
So now I'm just brushing away the bake. And I'm going to go over top of the whole face with a setting powder. And this setting powder is about my skin tone. So I'm just going to go over the whole face with that. Let's see.
Love, love, love.
That just kind of blends everything together.
So you opted for a longer lash this time. Is that your normal go-to, or just it depends?
I'm a dramatic lash girl a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It looks good though.
I like soft lashes, but it depends on your face too. Like, you know what your face can handle. You know what I mean? Like I feel like my facial features can handle that. So I feel like a longer lash on me doesn't look crazy. You know what I mean? Because I think I have like bolder features anyway. So yeah, like this is a lash I would wear on a daily basis. Like it's dramatic, but I would wear this any day. I do like soft lashes too. I sometimes will have a softer lash here and there, but I could wear this anytime. I would wear this anytime.
Got it.
And now I'm gonna just bronze a little bit right here at my cheekbone and around my forehead.
Oh, it's looking good. I'm excited to try this look.
And also because it's a date night look, you can make it you can go a little darker if you want to make it more contoured, and give it like that snatched look. But that's kind of up to you. Like if you want to create like a more, sculpted cheekbone look, you would just go a little darker with that.
Okay.
And then the next step I would do is just highlighter, which I love. I'm obsessed with highlighter. I think highlighter is probably my favorite makeup. Highlighter and lipstick are probably my favorite makeup products.
Highlighter is so gorgeous. The lipstick too, though. Debbie said, yes, give me the Diana Ross lash every day.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
Yep. Okay, so let's pay attention exactly where Stephanie is putting the highlighter, the top of her cheekbone.
Yep, right.
Her nose.
And with highlighter, that's another thing you can like go overboard with because it's at night, So like, if you love that glowy look. This is where I achieve my glowy look, is with highlighter, because I can't do like the dewy glow. So this is how I do a glowy look, because I love a glowy look, but this is a way to do it without like, not going with like dewy foundation or, just wet looking stuff. Because I feel like that isn't going to work for me like for the whole day. It just will look good for that moment,
Okay, yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
So I feel like highlighter gives me that, that it scratches that itch that I want for the
yes. I can see that.
Then after I do that, I would go into blush. For this look, I would do a pink blush. Let's see. Just like a soft pink.
I like that color too because it looks buildable too. So,
yes.
You could probably use that all throughout the year.
Exactly. And that's another thing you can do a little more like than maybe you would do during the day. And you just kind of like put it in between, like where you just put the highlighter and the bronzer, and it kind of just marries the two things together in a soft way.
Kim said she thought bronzer and blush were the same thing.
Oh, really?
And that's another good thing about applying brush. Like it forces you to smile. Like if you want to have a good day, do your makeup because you have to smile to like get it on your cheeks. Yeah, exactly where you want to.
And then I like to put a little on my nose too. I saw someone do that before, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Yeah. So I've been doing that ever since. Yep.
I'm loving this look.
So, and then sometimes I just pat back the highlighter a little bit. Just a tiny little bit right there. Yeah, and that's pretty much at this point, once your eyelashes are dry, which they seem to be, I would spray my face with some setting spray. And you're pretty good. I would put my lipstick on. I would probably go with like a light pink for this. Probably line it a little bit. Let me see. Put a little like soft liner.
That's something I see. I need to get back into lining too, because lining is so good to make sure, that everything pretty much is intact, but you can also overline your lips. I've seen people do that too, if they want to create more of like a fuller lip or something like that.
Exactly.
Debbie asks, so now that you have your beat face and you and hubby now going out for a date during lunch or dinner, because you look fabulous.
Probably not. Like, we just went out the other night, so my husband's gonna be like,
I know one thing, he's gonna be wanting to sit up under you though.
Yeah, maybe that. So then I'm gonna use this lipstick. It's called Me. Have you guys heard of Juvia's Place?
No. Oh my goodness, you're putting us on all these different colors.
Juvia's Place is like a Black-owned makeup brand, actually. And they have a lot of wonderful products. You have to try them. They're sold at Ulta Beauty as well.
You said Julia's Place?
Juvia.
Oh, Juvia's Place. Okay, everyone, we need to check them out. Okay. Oh, Tracy's heard of them. Okay. Kim says, so she needs to purchase more eyelash glue, eyeshadow, lashes, bronzer, highlighter. Yes. Come on, Kim. We got to get it. I'm going to do the same thing. So I can come out to Atlanta and we can go out to eat and we can all be glammed up. So I'm excited about that.
And then one more thing that I want to show you guys I like to do sometimes. Also after you spray your face, you can do your, put some mascara on your bottom eyelashes. Bottom eyelashes are sometimes like forgotten, but when you like spend a little time on those babies, like it's like a game changer. Like your bottom eyelashes need attention too. So use your mascara for those and make sure you put a little down there. But what I also like to do is that purple that we did in the crease, or like on the outer corners, sometimes I like to take that eyeshadow and take that along underneath that bottom lash line. And that really gives you that smoky eye look. Like that takes it to the next level, but in a pretty colorful way. You know what I mean? So, and that gives you also like that look that you see on Instagram, or like that look that you see on like, you know what I mean? Like I like that color is surrounding your eye. So take that eyeshadow. You don't need any crazy new products. Like you just use the same products. That same eyeshadow that I put in the outer corners, you can take that. Or if you don't want to go that dark, take the other one that we use, this one.
Okay.
You just put it on a pointy brush or a small brush like that. And then you just put that underneath the eye so that it hugs the
eye. Okay, so that just took it to a whole new level.
Yes, exactly.
It's all about the details. Like
it takes it up a notch. It really does. It takes it up a notch.
So everyone that's on now, I hope you all caught, we did just a quick flash of the Juvia's Place website. They look like they have a lot of great products, eyeshadows, lip gloss, lipsticks, and we just posted the link in the description box. So anyone who's interested can go take a look and support.
Yep. And then you can also, if you want to, you can put a little highlighter in the inner corners of your eyes right there. That also gives it like, that just like finishes it off. So whatever highlighter you use to do the points on your face, you can just pop that on your inner corners as well. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I would do for date night. That's my look.
It looks amazing. Let's see if we can like zoom in on Stephanie so we can see her after.
Yep. So, yeah, that's the look I would go for, guys.
I can see how this will look great in photographs or just even in person. It's so versatile. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, everyone's saying beautiful. They love it as well. I'm just, initially sometimes it seems like taking 30 minutes to spend on your makeup may seem like a long time. But guys, let's like reframe our way of thinking and put it more so in the self-care category of you pouring into yourself. And even though, date nights are fun, going out to evening events are fun, you're still giving your energy to something else, So taking that 30 minutes before you leave the house to like pamper yourself with your oils, your scrubs, and doing your makeup is your opportunity to pour back into you. Close your door, keep the kids out, just take that moment to like love on yourself. So when you leave the house, you're feeling energized and feeling, as your best self. So I love this.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do too. Lupita says she loves how it enhances and not overtakes your natural beauty. It's fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm always trying to go for. Like I said, I'm a little bit more, my style is a little more bold anyway. So I'm always trying to strike that right balance. Like I don't mind being a little bolder and a little edgier than maybe the average person, but like you said, you don't want it to also look like a mask is on your face either. So yeah, just striking that perfect balance and taking care of your skin is key so that you don't have to use a lot to get the effect that you're looking for. So it's really
important. How often, you do, your makeup application, do you normally incorporate like a deep cleansing into your routine, maybe once a week or something like that, just to, do a refresh to take care of your skin?
I don't necessarily do, like I do occasional facials. I get facials done at the spa, or at my esthetician. I get facials done. I don't do like necessarily cleansing on myself. Maybe I should, but I mean, and unless you have like, your skin will treat you well if you treat it well for the most part. That's what I'm learning. Even just drinking more water makes a difference. And just washing my face, like washing my makeup off, at night, like, and not sleeping in it. Cause I used to do that all the time. And just the past couple of years, like I've been really, really faithful with just washing it off. And that has made a significant difference with how my skin has been. So yeah, I just wash off my makeup at night, take care of it during the day, get products that work for me, make sure I use some little serum, little moisturizer, and it pretty much does well. Like I don't have a lot of issues with my skin anymore. So I'm grateful for that.
Amazing. Yeah, and I'm grateful that you've mastered this art and you're sharing it with us. You can find Stephanie on social media, and you can always tell that she's taking great care of herself because, look, first of all, you look amazing. You've given birth to 3 beautiful children, and you're taking care of business, you're drinking your water. And before you even applied your makeup, I think, sometimes as women, we're not comfortable getting on camera or showing ourselves without our makeup on. But your skin is flawless, it's clear, and it's smooth. Wow. And it enables you to have like this really nice, smooth glow and application when you do your makeup. So, you're taking care of things on all ends, and it definitely resonates. So I'm so grateful for you.
I appreciate that. Listen, like we're all a work in progress. Like I definitely feel like I have a lot of areas I can still improve, but we're all growing and trying to do better every day. So that's the most important thing. So
absolutely. So can you tell everyone before we wrap up how they can get in contact with you if they have additional questions?
Yes, you can just hit me up on Facebook. I'm under Stephanie Ayeni, and also you can follow me on Instagram as well. My Instagram name is at Posh Passion Beauty. So yeah, those are my two main platforms that I use the most often. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, Tracy says Stephanie has babies now. Yes, she has 3.
3. Yes, yes.
Doesn't look like it. Well, listen, I appreciate all of you for taking the time and spending time with us. And Stephanie, I definitely appreciate you for coming back and showing and sharing your skills with us. Can you give us a quick look at that eyeshadow palette that you use too, just in case anyone wants to purchase that one?
Absolutely. This is a Morphe palette. These are really great palettes because they're really affordable as well, but the quality is amazing. So it's a Morphe palette, but this particular one is called Such a Gem. So you can find this at Ulta Beauty. They have like a large variety of Morphe palettes at Ulta. So
okay,
you can find a lot of their palettes there, and you're bound to find something that you like because, and like I said, they're very affordable. Like I think this one might have been like $25 or something like that.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
You can't beat that, right? For this
size, no
quality and the pigment.
Oh my goodness, it's awesome.
Yeah. So
well, thank you for sharing that. Look at all those amazing colors.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Blackman says, thank you, Miss Stephanie. And every day is Mother's Day. You got that right. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Mm-hmm. Yes. And on that note, I guess we're going to go ahead and end. This was amazing. Again, Stephanie, thank you again for coming on our show.
You're welcome.
And everyone else that's online for tuning in, engaging, and asking questions. If you feel like this video can help someone else, lift their spirits and show them how to achieve their desired look for date night so they can bring their sexy back too, please do not hesitate to share or slide it in someone's DMs. We love you all and hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for blooming with us.
Okay.
Mwah. Bye.